The first time you press the buy button, your hand shakes. You tell yourself it's excitement, but your body knows something you haven't admitted. You've crossed a line you can't uncross. This is level 1, the $1,000 account. You funded it on a Sunday night, stretching money from 3 paychecks. You skipped a birthday dinner, making excuses to your girlfriend. You didn't tell anyone its true purpose. The platform loads, showing your $1,000 balance. It feels heavier than it should, like the number is watching you. You pick a stock from a video where a guy in a hoodie claims it's about to explode. You don't fully grasp the reasoning, but you understand the feeling in your chest after confirming the order. The trade turns green, showing plus $38, then plus $52. You quickly close it at $64, fearing it might disappear. Your balance rises to $1,064. It's not just happiness, it's proof of what you already suspected. You're different, you see what others miss. 10 minutes later, you open another trade. This one goes south, showing minus $41. You decide to hold it. You tell yourself it will come back, remembering a comment you read online. Just hold, it always comes back. It doesn't recover. You close it the next morning, taking a $94 loss with a balance of $970. Strangely, you're not upset, but alert. The loss proves this is real. You're finally playing a game worth losing in. Nobody warns you. The loss doesn't stop you. It sharpens you. You deposit another $300, telling yourself it's tuition for learning. You're already collecting stories to justify your next move. You've learned the first skill, editing the story you tell yourself about what happened, not just reading charts. You end the month at $740. You tell yourself next month will be different, and you truly mean it. Level 2, the $10,000 account. 7 months pass. You've watched more content than you've slept, striving to learn. You've read 3 books, abandoning 2 others. You now have a system with entry rules and a watch list. You track trades by hand in a notebook, believing the best traders do this. You fund the account with an extra $5,500 from a tax return and a side gig. You moved money from a savings account you promised not to touch, not thinking too deeply about it. It's a different game now. A 2% loss is now $200, not just $20. You feel it differently in your chest. Your hands move slower. You tell yourself, that's discipline. One Tuesday, you net $840 in 20 minutes. You lean back, feeling like you've cracked the code. His girlfriend asks why he's smiling. He says, just work. She doesn't press, having stopped pushing many things lately. The account grows to $13,200, then pulls back to $10,800. You misread news, watching your account bleed to $8,400 in 40 minutes. Instead of closing, you open an opposite position to hedge, but it fails.
You make it worse, ending the day at $7,600.
You secretly transfer $1,400 from emergency savings to your brokerage, boosting the balance to $9,000. You omit this transfer from your notebook. This is the start of hidden accounting at this level. 2 sets of books, what you track and what you don't. You're not lying, just editing, emphasizing the $840 profit, forgetting the $1,400 transfer. You start protecting the story over the money, a story already more expensive than you realize. Level 3, the $25,000 account. You cross the pattern day trader threshold on a Thursday, now able to make unlimited trades with $25,000. You've waited for this threshold, like others wait for a promotion. It took almost 2 years. Some from trading, most from other sources. A bonus, an early car sale, and a loan you misrepresented to your mother all contributed to the $25,000. You now have a complete setup, 2 monitors and a paid scanner costing $150 monthly. A data subscription, and a private Discord where ideas are shared at 4 a.m. and nobody finds it strange. You now see yourself as a TR8er, not just someone who trades. There's a distinct difference. You feel the difference the first morning you wake up at 6:40 a.m., checking futures before fully conscious. At this level, a new pressure emerges. Consistency. You've had good weeks before. Flukes feel like skill until you must repeat them. Now you track metrics: win rate, average winner, average loser, and profit factor. The numbers tell a story, and it's not the one in your head. 3 consecutive losing weeks, not catastrophic, but consistently meaningful. You're consistently doing something wrong, but you don't know what it is. That specific uncertainty. Skilled enough to know you're wrong, but not why, is the most dangerous place in this journey. This is where people lose everything without understanding why. You hire a $2,000 trading coach. He tells you what you already know, giving you permission to trust yourself again, which is worth the money. It's disturbing to realize you paid for belief, not knowledge. His girlfriend moves out in October, without a fight. She says he's distant, even when present. He doesn't argue, knowing she's right. The account ends the year at $31,000. You are profitable, but not yet good. Level 4, the $100,000 account. It happens faster than expected, slower than hoped. You hit 6 figures on a Wednesday afternoon, and what you notice is not noticing it. 12 months ago, this $100,000 was a secret fantasy. Now, it's just a working balance. You need this amount to take your positions. Money is now a tool, and tools don't impress you. You trade real size, moving in and out of positions most people will never see in their lifetime. You manage 6 figures of exposure before lunch, and it feels like nothing. That absence of feeling isn't peace, it's the first sign you're being rewired. You sometimes think of your ex in the 2 minutes between trades. Then the next setup forms, and the thought vanishes. The new skill, closing a thought like you close a position. You begin to understand what edge truly means. It's not a strategy. It's not a pattern or system. It's a statistical reality requiring many occurrences to prove itself. You sometimes think of your ex in the 2 minutes between trades. Then the next setup forms, and the thought vanishes.
You also begin to understand what the market truly is. It's not a mechanism or a system.
It's a collection of humans making real-time decisions with incomplete information and overlapping incentives. When you buy, someone sells, one is wrong. You're in a zero-sum environment disguised as an economy. This isn't cynicism, it's clarity. And the clarity you found isn't the same as comfort. You find others who understand. They talk quietly, without alerts or hype. They ask precise, boring questions. You feel more at home with them than anywhere else. You notice most other conversations are slightly annoying now, a feeling you don't quite name. Level 5, the $1 million account. You don't feel like celebrating. It's not humility, you genuinely don't feel it. 7 figures with your name, and the primary emotion is a low, stable pressure. It's a constant pressure that never leaves. You feel it when you wake up. You feel it even on Saturdays when the market is closed.
You feel it at dinner with your parents. When your mom asks how things are going, you say good and change the subject.
Your entries are now surgical. You've learned to wait in a way your past self wouldn't recognize. You won't touch setups if the spread is wrong. You've broken rules twice in 4 years. Both times, the market punished you immediately, as if watching. Is it superstition or pattern recognition? You're no longer sure where one ends and the other begins. You start to feel the liquidity. Your large entries now affect the market you're entering. On smaller stocks, your order leaves a footprint. You've become part of the machine you once only watched. It should feel powerful. Sometimes it does. More often, it's just responsibility without ceremony. You don't discuss your account size, not due to rules, but because you've seen what happens when people find out. You see the shift in their gaze, the calculations in their eyes. You'd rather not participate in that.
You feel it at dinner with your parents. When your mom asks how things are going, you say good and change the subject.
You tell yourself, focus requires this, promising to reconnect after the next milestone. You see the shift in their gaze, the calculations in their eyes. You'd rather not participate in that. Your MOM calls on a Sunday. You let it go to voicemail, focused on a chart, not wanting interruption. You feel uncomfortable for about 4 seconds. Then the setup forms, and the feeling disappears, just as Level 4 taught you. Clean, without ceremony. Level 6, the 8-figure account. The call comes at 6 a.m., not urgent, but scheduled and professional, ensuring your capital is positioned before market open. Yes, understood, we're ready. You take the call in the kitchen, making coffee as you listen. You say 3 words and hang up. Yes, perfect, goodbye. Wait. The coffee machine's noise is louder than the conversation. You've reached a tier where money generates problems that only money can solve. Tax events requiring restructuring. Positions needing pre-negotiated execution. Relationships with firms you once only read about. Now, their names are in your phone contacts. You don't talk to them like you used to. At this level, there's no community. No Discord, forum, or group chat. Few people operate at this scale. You'll never meet most of them. Those you meet, you don't fully trust, nor they you. This unspoken mutual distrust is the correct posture. You live well, and you want to be precise about that, because it matters. The apartment is exceptional, the car is yours to choose, and travel is first class, sometimes private. The absence of friction doesn't bring happiness, it brings clarity. Material comfort at this level isn't a destination, You think about the $840 afternoon, not nostalgically, but recognizing a variable now absent from the equation. The shock of winning, the absence of surprise, is the real cost. Not lost relationships, not years, not your past self. Nothing the market does tomorrow will replicate the feeling of that $840 afternoon, with $10,000 on the line. The market opens. You watch the first few minutes, not out of discipline, but reflex. Somewhere, a $1,000 balance is displayed. Someone just pressed BI. Their hand shook. They told themselves it was excitement. It wasn't. They don't know what lies beyond the door they just opened. But they will learn, as everyone does. You place your order. The screen flickers. The day begins. Every level of this journey cost you something. Not just money or time, but the person you started as. The people you didn't call back, the lost surprise. Both the 8-figure trader and the $1,000 beginner are the same person.
They are the same person. One just doesn't know it yet.
If you're about to press buy for the first time, your hand might shake. You'll say it's excitement. Remember what it truly is, and decide if you still want to open that door.